up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Inside Track, where the artist, the person, you get to hear stories of what shaped their success. Today we got Swiv 400.
What's up, yo?
Let's hear a little background.
Man, where you want to start?
I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Let people know what you do.
Well, I make music out of Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. Okay. You know, 15690.
Yes,
that's where it's
sir.
at. That's the home, man. They already know what it is. But we've been doing music for a good time. 10 years now.
Nice.
We've been making music. And I started with Flames. I've said that before in another podcast before, but it's just 10 years. He picked me up when I was 15.
Yeah.
And he kind of molded me a little bit, along with Mike Hitt out of Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Arlington Avenue. And they kind of just saw something in me. I was Marquis T at one point, when I was younger. And, Mike Hitt took me and, he go by the guiding light, and so he took, and molded me, like you said, and took me and took me serious, at a 15-year-old, standpoint.
Right.
Not a lot of people did that, so it was raw to be able to be comfortable with, just being yourself and not really being so cool and knowing what you was doing. Mm-hmm. And then you end up, growing into, your own person. And I think Flames had a little bit of, influence on that too.
Nice.
It all worked. But I don't know where to start, man. I've been doing this since I was 7.
So do you see a big difference from the time you started till now?
No.
You don't see a difference? I mean, like as far as like your skill set.
Yeah. I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see a big difference when it comes to putting a project together, knowing secondhand nature how to build what I'm gonna do, knowing before I go to the studio what I want to hear from myself. That's something that comes with time, trial and error,
Right.
and hearing yourself on a track.
Right.
You don't get that from, oh yeah, I want it, because the first time you go to the studio, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be displeased because you're not gonna hear yourself like you hear them guys on TV. It's not gonna sound the same.
Right.
You're gonna understand what it is to make music. In that moment, you're gonna be stuck. So it's like, you almost come to battle it, and you're looking at yourself like, dog, you can't, maybe this ain't for me, or what do I do? And you start, bring it back, and for some reason, dog, 10 years, I've been doing it still. I don't know why I do it, So
Nice.
it's happening, Bruce. I don't know. It's lit.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I know, I'm happy.
That's what's up. So here we are in the year 2025. We got a new year. We like in the second, third day or something like that?
You know what's funnier than 2024? 2025. If y'all ain't watch SpongeBob, you don't know.
Yeah, true.
Hey, man,
true.
that shit real.
So I know we talked about some things, but when you first started doing music, did you have a plan of where you wanted to be, or did you say, I just want to do this?
I think I just wanted to contribute to what I was hearing. I just had some wild way of just wanting to always be heard. I was a mouthy kid always. I like talking. I think as I'm older now, it's developed into more of a psychology, thing with just music. I think I like people. And it's just like music has grown into just a social thing for me. I love building socially and doing this thing. As a kid, never wrote no direction, and I was just, I want to be heard, I want to be seen, I want to do this. Because I grew up, great household, no dad, and that's, I think, trying to get attention-seeking ways and trying to get people to be my friend, trying to get all eyes on me, ended up developing into a music thing later, and that's what happens.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of different things in you that I was doing when I was younger,
real?
As far as like, I mean, when I was first doing it, first doing music, I was excited because I wanted to know everything there was, and I wanted to experience everything.
That's fine, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that in you, and you just want it like, come on, let's like right now. There's no time,
Only thing I look about that is like, bro, where's my direction? Because I look at you in that sense, and it's like, okay, I was 17 and I got an FL Studio. I had the computer, the headphones, I had everything you needed. Granted, that's my passion, something I want to do now. Did not do anything with it back then because I saw it as, oh, that's project. Oh, that's what you do. That's homework. You have to learn.
Right.
I don't want to do that. And I just discarded it. But, 10 years later, I'm like, dog, I'm really loving music. I love creating. I need that now. And you retrospect, you look back. But I was like, where was the motivation in our journeys? Because when you started, it's the same passion.
Right.
It's the same passion.
Right.
But it's like, why was your passion to do so much critique and actually learn that passion first, and why was mine for an attention-seeking thing first? And it's weird,
Yeah, I wanted to experience everything.
Yeah.
I definitely did not have no direction. I just wanted to experience everything. I wanted to get to a point where I sounded like what I was listening to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody feels that way at some point. But, I've heard some people like, I didn't like my voice when I first started.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's always the thing.
Hated mine.
I was fascinated with it.
You loved it.
I didn't love it. I was just fascinated. I was like, whoa. And I was like, I really thought that like, well, maybe if I sound different, I could, I started like voice manipulation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I can do it different.
I think a lot of people confuse like the trying to sound different, or even playing with sounds as you trying to like be something. Because me, again, with the route I took, I was trying to get people to notice me. I wanted to be, well, now that leaves the door open for a lot of things. You try something new, or you do something you like or familiar with. Now the feedback is, oh, he's trying. And it comes off that way. Granted, it will come off that way, especially if that's your motivation.
Right.
And when I was doing that at first, people were looking at it like, they saw you as rapping. They did not give you any, what's the word? There's no like sincerity to it. Like, oh, okay, that's what you do. Like, hey, do your thing, buddy. And they just let me go. So I think I just was misguided and guided at the right time. So it's a developing plan. I think people want this shit now, bro. It don't happen now.
It's that instant gratification. You know what I mean?
It don't happen. You don't get on podcasts in the first day. What are you gonna talk about?
Right.
That's real, Bruce.
Man.
Man.
It is. You definitely have to work your way up to,
Of course.
to where, even if you're working and you become to a point where it's like, okay, I know where my direction is.
Right.
You're just doing a whole bunch of things and you're just like, oh, I finally understand, why I feel this way. And now I want a direction. Now I have a direction. You know, that's always a great feeling,
Yeah. But I had a lot of misdirection growing up too, and it's like lifestyle choices too. I think your lifestyle, well, I won't say choices. I think what your life is on that path to God, like what you're going to go through is going to determine how passionate and how driven you are on doing something. And that's with everything. And I feel like
makes sense.
With RTFs, I grew up in RTFs, going to placement homes, going to, jail, going to other things. But with the no dad in the picture, I also learned how to be taught by everyone around me. And those guys of wisdom and of older kids getting in trouble and stuff, they're going to teach you bad things, but they're also going to keep you in a loop of, discipline, perception, seeing things for what it is. And I think that grew into learning, man, this music shit is not all cracked up to be. You either like making music, now do you have something to speak about, or do you just want to be heard?
Right.
And then like when I started really figuring out like, okay, I have a story, bro. I could talk. Now I can do that. When you 8 years in the making, these niggas ain't trying to hear you now.
That's different. That's a different story. That's
now
definitely
you gotta pull them back, man.
Definitely a different story. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like every time, I get an idea, it's almost like that feeling of wanting to go all over the place, want to experience it all. You want to experience that entire idea.
Obsessed.
Right.
That's real.
And I've been doing music since I was 7, and I never put it down. You know what I mean? I never put it down.
You still obsessed.
Right.
Bro, it's the same. You still obsessed.
It's part of you.
It don't end.
Right.
It's like a weird curse. It's a curse. I call it the drummer boy. I call this the drummer boys of music. Now, in my weird way, metaphoric way, don't take it wrong, but granted, but I call it the drummer boy, and it's the curse that all musicians have. And they say, and why we get mixed up in a realm of, selling your soul when you do certain out of your box or whatever. I think it's a realm of, bro, we had to keep playing this music, and when we stop, the chaos starts. And it's like, bro, that's me. If I don't do music, I'm gonna I'm gonna crash out. Like, because there's a vent to this that is just like, bro, you either going to hear it this way or you going to hear it my way. And it's like, bro, that's the drummer boy. Like, everybody does that. And I think musicians are crazy. I think all musicians are a little bit psychotic.
You have to be. I think you have to be to do that.
A little bit.
You have to be. They have to have a little touch. You know what I mean?
Literally, bro.
You got to have a little touch.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, now what I want to, is your music the same? Do you have the same taste when you first started doing music that you do now?
No.
It's different.
I think, yeah. Well, no, I think when I first started making music and knew I liked music, Michael Jackson died. Okay. I knew I liked music, like, for real, when I really developed a fandom of one person. Like, and I didn't understand what that was. All I knew was, excuse me, I was in the living room one day and I just heard of Michael Jackson die. Like, whatever. I didn't know who he was, but my mom and her boyfriend at the time and everyone I heard of was, Michael's gone, Michael. And it's like, bro, what is this guy? Like, who is this guy?
Right.
Like, these guys are so tweaked about. So, like, I learned about him and stuff. And when I learned about it, in a week, I knew this dude's songs. I was doing talent shows, dressing like Michael. I was doing every dance move. I was Mike. Like, you couldn't tell me.
Yeah.
And, like, that's when I was like, bro, maybe this is a little crazy to be this obsessed over something that you don't know. But it's like, no, it's the music. Like, something about his music was real. And like, bro, when I learned like you could really get people's attention, it's all about attention, bro.
It is.
It's an attention-seeking thing, bro.
It
think
is.
yeah.
It is.
It's an attention-seeking thing.
It starts there. It starts there. But then once you get out of that phase, and then it becomes, whatever you want it to be. But it starts there. I think it really starts there. You know what I mean? It really starts there. Because it's like, oh, look what I can do. You know what I mean? It's like, look what I can do.
Yeah. I'm special.
Right.
Look.
This is what I can do. But once you master that, some people, once you master that, look what I can do.
I think at this rate is getting, I was in the studio the other night and I said something. I said, bro, the idea of fame, what we see on TV, the Drakes,
Right.
Lil Wayne's,
Right.
that's not going to be a thing no more.
Right.
Like, you're not going to get the label fame that you see anymore.
It's gonna change.
It's gone.
Yep.
Everybody can do what we do, but to what extent? How passionate are you? And that boils down to, like, bro, is really like, how passionate are you? Like, bro, are you gonna do this 10 years with no result?
Right.
Like, are you gonna do it 10 years and people are still gonna ask you when you're gonna blow?
Right.
You've done this. You've met this guy. You've been face to face with $1 million people. You've done everything that you can credibly do as a profession. You've made money.
Right.
But it's still not enough. So when's the fame? You're never going to be Lil Wayne. You're never going to be that guy no more. It's not there.
Right.
So it's like,
things change. The technology changes. The people, places, and things change. The passion change. And it's like, it's very rare for somebody to have the same drive, the exact same drive they started with. You know what I mean? It's because people change. And it's like, so you want to go this route. So it feels like you're starting over. Like you were saying, you didn't have the same, taste in music.
no.
So you didn't pursue it the same way you do now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's real. I mean, I was a Kevin Gates fan. I was super big Kevin.
Okay.
And like, I remember starting I remember trying to sound like Kevin.
Really?
I remember like Luca Brasi and trying to like talk like, bro, I thought that was hard. So I tried to be like him. Then I learned the melody of Fetty Wap.
I got you.
Fetty Wap had me doing it, yeah, babe, whoa. And when it was like that, then I ended up getting my own little melodizing sound slowly from the yeah, babe. Once I learned the yeah, babe, I was cool. Once I found out, okay, I like Pittsburgh swag, I put Wiz Khalifa in the mix. Now I'm trying to learn how to sound like Wiz, kind of. And then it mixed in with the Fetty and the Kevin, and then you just get Swiv. And it's like, bro, that's where the fun part. Because it's like, bro, we can diversitize this shit. We can have fun.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, this is the funnest shit ever. Ain't nobody got nothing on music. I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody got shit on music, bro.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, bro.
I know,
It's real.
so, this is definitely new for both of us because, we've done work, but this whole podcast here.
Oh, this is
very
awesome.
first one. You're here, and so as soon as I told you about it, you're like, I'm in, tap me in,
Most definitely.
tap me in, which is great. I really appreciate it.
Nah, I'm all the way for you. Anything you got, bro, I got all the way motivation for
Much
it.
appreciated,
I'm loving
brother.
it, bro.
Much appreciated.
All the way 10.
And I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this and know who you are and listen to your music are really expecting, something great for this year. So what do you got in the works? What do you got kicking in around? You got ideas? You got projects put down? What do you got going on?
Bro,
for
you're
this year?
gonna be disappointed.
Okay.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Okay.
It's 10 years now. I gotta tighten up.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
January 7th, I got a song with Jerry Benton coming out.
Nice.
Funk Volume, Hobson, Swiz, them guys back in the day. If you
Right.
don't, it was a great thing growing up listening to Hobson and Funk Volume. If you don't know, you do know now.
You do know now.
Jerry Benton, man, the schizomaniac. I got a song with him, and I got paid for it. It was great. Max Greenfield put something together, brought us up to MCM, and he paid for a production. Now, granted, one of my idols is on that song, and I got to rap. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, bro, I'm pretty
Nice.
Right, it's a good moment for me.
So
Tell me,
you said disappointment.
you're gonna be disappointed because I'm not dropping anything. Okay, that's gonna drop on the 7th.
Oh,
but
I
I'm
see
not
what you're
dropping
saying.
anymore.
I see what you're saying.
I'm pulling back. I drop all the time.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's not disappointment. That's maneuvering.
It's a maneuver.
It's a maneuver. That's
maneuver.
not disappointment.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
I think I just had to give it more credit.
Right.
It's getting washed out with me dropping music.
Gotcha.
I drop music all the
Gotcha.
time, and I have a bunch of it.
Right.
And I have and I have a project I was putting together, the IMH again.
Okay.
And I was gonna drop another EP, and I was gonna give another 10 songs because I just was like, yeah, bro, this is what you do, new year, whatever. And I was building. I had 10 songs in the cut, 10 songs ready. This is 3 days ago. I scratched the whole EP.
Damn.
Took it away. And I was like, not because it's not good music, I just don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't know if I want to take 10 songs out of my day, drop it, so 8 of them never get heard. And it's like, I feel like create a sense of, spectacle. Give somebody something. Give somebody to be excited for. You drop every week. Yes, that's consistent, but it gets. Bro, he raps every week.
So you played out. You played it out. You feel like you played it out.
Trying to do something new a little bit.
I got you.
But we definitely gonna drop this year.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna drop
definitely.
singles or something crazy.
Something
for Ruger Rome. I just recorded a tribute on Complete Accident, but Ruger Rome, I just recorded the Phoenix LL 4L.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a you were there. You were there, and then it got and we went up with Max and Max ended up pulling that shit together and we just did some finalization really, and all that is now we're just rocking, and then we're gonna try to get it to his kids, and that's about it. And I don't really care about where else it goes, and I know that he's fucked up, so he flames and everyone, so it's just we're gonna try to figure this one out.
Definitely. Man. I know, the ambition of it, you're definitely going to.
Yeah. I just don't know. I'm excited for it to get out, but it's one of those things that's like, I don't want it to go out. Yeah, I don't know. It's sentimental. I don't know why it's sentimental to the point it is, but it definitely is sentimental. It's a ghost in here.
It is. That shit all the time.
They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about what we know. It's a ghost in here.
So, we definitely, when I first started listening to your music, I definitely felt a couple different sounds in there, and I can tell you were like experimenting with different sounds and stuff like that. I was like, wow. That's pretty neat. I felt it. I've been doing music for a while, so I'm not gonna say I heard it all, but there's no way to hear everything. But I heard it, and from my experience, I can tell you were, experience, mess around with sounds. And it's like, and you're not really finalized on a certain sound yet, but you do have some main sounds that you go to.
Yes.
I can definitely,
Yes.
tell some main sounds that work for you, that work really well for you.
Most definitely.
And it's like, and it makes it easy for some, it should make it easier for some engineers to be able to mix and play with your voice because you give them a lot to work with.
Yeah, I also give them too much, and that's the thing I'm learning with, even playing with you and playing with Mike and playing with a lot of things. I learn off of you guys a lot, and I learn a lot slowly, but at my own pace, and I'm not one for I take criticism terribly, but I can also take it with that chin,
I got you.
It's like, all right, yeah. And I learned so much off of, sometimes I do give you guys everything. Sometimes everything is a lot. and it's like, pulling it back and learning how to craft that, for, not necessarily for each place or each what I'm doing. I think crafting that to know when it is when you're supposed to do that. And like this is with performing and everything. When you go all the way out, when do you bring in half a track? When you leave your hook on for the shows? When do you do this? When do you do whatever? It's a never ending fight. It's always gonna be awesome.
It's a lot to it.
I know, like, man, I'm finally getting to the point of music where I'm taking the track serious. Where it's like, bro, I'll listen to the track after putting money into a track and then be like, no, we gotta go back. Or no, we gotta fix that word. No, I'm not gonna put it out just because it's one word. I'm gonna fix it.
You're supposed to.
Yeah, and I never did that before. I would just be like, I've paid money for that. It sounds good enough, put it out.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it out, and I would always be in the back like, I got a song out right now called Colorado. To this day, I hear that song. I've spoken on this from Colorado, but I say the word gelato in there.
Oh.
I say gelato.
Oh.
No, listen, I say gelato the whole song. Gelato, and I'll rap over it and say gelato, and I'll laugh with people about it. But it's something I never went back on. I heard it. It was like, you know what? Whatever. I ain't tripping, and let it play. Paid my money and kept going, dropped it. Nobody really said something. Few people did. But it's something like, bro, I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
If I heard it, let's do it. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed
and
to.
And all the way live, right?
Yep. You're supposed to do it. You don't put your shoes on halfway. You know what I mean?
And that's 100%.
You don't put your clothes on halfway. It's like, I'm gonna tie this shoe a little bit, but then I'm gonna tie this one full tight.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Once music's a part of you, I feel like, you're in the right place, bro.
I'm with the right place. I'm with the right people, and that's all that matters. I'm with, my circle is blessed, and that's the rest is gonna fall into play. And I don't understand like a lot of times where some of the friends I've had in the past and some people that I like still associate, they don't really understand like when it comes down to. Yes, this small circle, I said it before, this small circle could be a big circle or this, whatever. It's the fact of you having to believe in your circle. Like, bro, you believe in your circle, you gonna see that they ain't gonna fuck you over, bro.
Right,
we gonna keep this shit together. It's just how we do it and how we maneuver it, because just because one thing worked in the manipulation game and this rap shit for one thing, because at the end of the day, bro, we just trying to motherfucking fool the world with this shit. And it's like, bro, I'm not saying that in any sense or to miscommunicate things. It's like, bro, I'm a realist, bro. And I try to tell the kids in town, bro, this music stuff is not, bro, it ain't nothing to be famous. It ain't nothing to look famous, bro. I'm trying to get you to realize something, because a lot of this music shit get people killed, bro. People want to be cool. Getting cool is going to get you hurt, So it's just like, man, a lot of this shit is, bro, we got to have some level-headed people, believe in our group, and just try to motherfucker do this shit the best way we can and make sure everybody eat.
Right.
That's all I care about.
Right.
And chilling.
You definitely got a good point with that.
Most definitely.
Definitely got a good point with that.
I'm happy.
Bro,
we on a podcast right now.
First one, bro. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
We're really on here, bro. It's awesome.
This is beautiful. First one. You know what I mean?
Nah.
And I actually, what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know when I come up with this idea?
What's that?
This morning.
For real?
Yeah, this morning.
My dog.
I woke up like, I could do that.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, dog, and the thing is like, bro, this leaves so much, and we could even talk off cam. This leaves so much for what we can do from here on. We could build on, and it's just like, oh yeah, bro. All I do is talk, Bruce.
We're supposed to.
Oh my
you
goodness,
know what I mean?
Bruce, it's so crazy, man. Because it's like, bro, you really tapped in. My dog is that dude.
Oh man,
Bruce Jackson, man, y'all better learn.
we definitely gonna put some links in the description. A link to wherever you can go follow Swiv on Swiv 400.
Instagram, anything, Facebook. Only thing that's different on this Facebook is Swiv Townsend, because that's personal. You want to learn something about me, come to Facebook. But like you said, man, Swiv 400 everywhere, bro.
400,
bro, everywhere.
Definitely gonna play some music in this here during the edit.
Most damn.
You know what I mean? We're going to do that. And this is going to be I think it's a quick turnaround because I have other channels. I have reaction channels.
Okay.
And I haven't really told a lot of people about them because I want to build them up.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Before I go and do that. Because if you tell someone, oh, check out my new channel, and you got 2 videos on there, they're like, I'm not going back. This guy has 2 videos on there.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, that's the way I would think.
Yeah, man. I mean, as long as
Personally,
it's that consistency, bro, we'll get them episodes out to them every week. We'll turn them up.
Right.
They're going to listen.
Right.
They're going to have to. We going to flood them.
Right. So I will say something about my 2 other channels at some point. But, you know, we just finished the comedy night stream.
What is it? What's up?
The comedy night stream. We're going to be doing, you can check that out on the channel too. It's on here. Make sure
I just heard it myself. Y'all ain't hear it, man. We share around here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
We share around here. It's the new age, Bruce.
Right.
It's the new.
This is what we do.
Hey yo.
Make sure you do tap in with Swiv. Go check him out. You know what I mean? Definitely, we will be coming back with a lot more of these episodes with different artists who have business people in here, people that own things, just to get the inside of, what shaped their success. So make sure you check that out. Go check out the comedy stream night. That's going to be great. And anything else you want to say, bro?
Man, all I want to say is stand on DPK, man. Discipline, perception, knowledge, and learn something new every day. We in there.
Yes, sir.
400.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Inside Track, where you get to see and hear the stories that shape success. Peace, everybody.
And it's like that. You laughed and we got fucked up. Fun, I believe in love, that's fucked up. Roast up. Let's talk about old times like they new times. Live life like you ain't never lived your life. Smoke a bring a 400 gang. Went from nobody to somebody. Look at me, bitch, I'm dripping like the fire that broke my belly. Finally happy, and bitch, I'm on the road now. I'm doing shows now. Ain't about $2 for some papers, bitch, let's smoke out. Went from nobody to somebody. Look at me, bitch, I'm dripping like the fire that broke my belly. Finally happy. I'm on the road now, I'm doing shows now. Ain't about $2 for some papers, bitch, let's smoke now. Oh yeah. Just been too long since I dropped. Guess that loving shit just something that ain't popping and I forgot. Did a lot. When it came to the rap game, never took shit serious. Then nigga drop. Like there go mama baby, yeah. I don't even know how to fuck that act no more. Fuck around and get everything I had. Sacrifice my feelings first. This might be my illest birth. Shady bitch don't close the curve. Niggas ride around in low riders, extendos and papers. Yeah, hey. And I don't know nobody ain't me. Hey. Bitch, I don't know nobody like me. Bitch, I'm just turning up. Hey. I tell them, I went from nobody to somebody. Look at me, bitch, I'm dripping like the fire that broke my family, finally happy. And bitch, I'm on the road now. I'm doing shows now. Ain't about $2 for some papers, bitch, that smoke out.